welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm outlining what, in my opinion, needs to happen surrounding the creep catcher culture. So, recently, CC Unit was hit with a copyright strike. Well, no, copyright strike. A strike, okay? So then they took down a bunch of their videos, okay? And then there's this video here I'll put in, just a little snip of this one, right?
And this goes completely Insano style. It becomes cartoonish. It's almost like a Benny Hill chase scene here.
Fiber pills. Can you tell me how you find fiber pills?
Do you want me to call the cops?
Why would you want to call the cops for me when I'm trying to find my fiber pills?
I know why you're here.
Why am I
to
here?
meet my 13-year-old little brother.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Is this you?
Can you please
Why do I have a picture of you? Is this
Why
you?
are you doing this to me?
Is this you? Is this a picture of you? Why do I have a picture of you?
What's this? What is it?
Why do I have a picture of you?
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Why do I have a picture? Why do I have a picture of your ass?
I don't know what this guy's doing. It's pretty bad, right? So I feel like somebody needs to kind of set the rules and just kind of make a manifesto for creep catchers. And that's what I'm here to do today. Okay. Number one, there's a thing called entrapment, okay? Now, technically, entrapment is no longer a law, thanks to scumbag lawyers, basically. Entrapment basically used to be where the cops couldn't lie to entrap you into a crime. That's no longer the case. The cops can do whatever now. Terrifying. Well, as creep catchers, I think you need to hold yourselves to a higher standard than the police. So what this means is that when you post, that you don't put anything in your post that would be considered sexual, I guess, right? So you just post as, as a young person is what the creep catchers do. They put a post someplace of a young, okay, so your post should just be innocuous, maybe is the term. Just nothing in it. No, like, just like, hi, I'm a kid and I'm, whatever. Just nothing sexual at all. No entrapment, period. Okay? That's number one of the creep catcher manifesto. Okay? No entrapment. Okay? If the creep hits up your profile and starts going down the road of creepness, that's the way it should be. It shouldn't be somebody contacts your profile and then you convince them to do something that they weren't, right? I think everybody understands what I'm saying, okay? No entrapping. You want a clean takedown. That's why you don't entrap them. Creep catching. You gotta catch something to be catching, okay? Now, when it comes to the actual catching, you don't have a place to catch. You're not the catcher, creep catchers. The police, law enforcement, is the catcher. That's who needs to catch. Your little videos are nothing. Law enforcement is what needs to be. So, in my opinion, the way this works, now you've got a creep. You've put you're not entrapping a creep. So you've got a real deal here now. Creep is hitting up your profile, whatever they're doing, it's, unlawful. At that point, you need to contact non-emergency law enforcement. Okay? That's the next step that you would take. All right? And at that point, do what the cop says. Okay? Right? That's it. you're turning your catch over to the cops, okay? Now, unfortunately, the police forces in America are massively corrupted by drug money. So they spend all their time and effort focused on ways to steal drug money from drug dealers. That's what the cops are focused on doing. That's why they're not the creep catchers. This is why we have Chris Hansen. This is why we have CC Unit. This is why we have all the creep catchers all over YouTube. Is because the cops aren't doing their jobs. Okay? Let's be real, be honest. That's the kind of crime people want to see dealt with. Creeps. People don't give a flying F. At least rational, intellectual people don't give a flying F on people doing drugs, right? They want to see their children to be safe, right? And to continuously just blame everything on drugs, right? When somebody took the drugs to do something. So the drugs need to be decriminalized, legalized, so the police can focus on real crime, okay? So now to the police. You're getting a call to your non-emergency number from a creep catcher that has a creep. Catch them. That's it. Get the creep, get him into the system, protect the children. All right? I think it's pretty simple, but unfortunately, I have to make videos like this. CC Unit has to make videos like this. Countless no-name creep catchers, Chris Hansen. This is a sign that the cops aren't doing what the cops should be doing. All right? Like, really. You cops could be doing, but the cops, I don't know what, they sit on Craigslist waiting for people to post, and then they harass them. I mean, yeah. I mean, cops are really not doing their job at this point. When just regular old citizens can get creeps just by posting someplace. Like, yeah. So, creeps, creep catchers, creep catchers, hold yourself to a higher standard than the police do with the entrapment laws, okay? And you have to use the police. You literally, if you're going to meet a creep and you haven't called the police already, then you're effing up. And you're effing up in a way that could free the creep. You gotta dot your I's and cross your T's if you actually want to catch the creep. And this isn't something that, like, this is your job and you're monetizing it and it's like, oh, you know, I mean, your job, this should just be a public service is my point, right? So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a bunch of views and make a bunch of money from, no, that shouldn't be your mindset. Your mindset should be the cops aren't doing their jobs, so we have to do the cops' jobs, okay? Now, the cops will do their job once things are bundled up and put on a plate for them, you'd hope. But anyway, this is how you can keep your YouTube channels up, because YouTube's going after creep catchers that don't have cops, all right? So you got a creep, non-emergency cop, call them and work with them to get the creep. And if the cops aren't doing it, maybe try the sheriff or try the FBI, or don't just give up on lame-ass local cops, right? There's other levels of cops that you can try to get involved when you've got a creep on the line, okay? Peace.